Durim Thunderbeard, a figure of unwavering resilience and rugged strength, presents an impressive figure. His dwarf stature stands robust and sturdy, a pillar of solidity amid life's tumultuous storms. His glory, a bountiful beard, is a spectacle in itself, a magnificent beard of distinguished gray that cascades like a waterfall of stone. It serves as a tangible testament to the trials he has weathered, each strand whispering tales of battles faced and victories hard won. His eyes, a startling shade of blue, shine with a potent mix of resolute will and lingering melancholy, each gaze echoing tales of his personal losses and the indomitable spirit that still is undeterred. A myriad of scars etches his weather-beaten face, silent testimonies to battles braved and the adversity he's faced. His skin, hardened by relentless exposure to the elements, bears the patina of countless days in the great wilderness, a badge of a life spent in ceaseless confrontation. Durim's attire reflects his practicality and grit. Dressed in rugged leather laced with protective metal plates, his garb is as ready for combat as he is. Across his sturdy chest, a bandolier makes a prominent presence, each slot holding a meticulously crafted bullet primed for devastation. However, the true testament to Durim's persona is his chosen weapon, a massive, masterfully engineered blunderbuss. The firearm is both a beacon of his artisanship and a tribute to his heritage, adorned with intricate etchings of dwarven valor and the glorious history of Clan Ironbeard. Its well-worn stock and gleaming barrel bear witness to the numerous encounters it's seen, each discharge adding another chapter to his saga. When Durim makes his entrance, a palpable shift takes place in the atmosphere. His footfalls, resonating with a certain gravity, set the tone for the tumult that his blunderbuss's eruption incites. His presence commands attention and demands respect, his reputation preceding him as a legend in his own right. The name Thunderbeard elicits a shiver of apprehension mingled with admiration, a testament to his battle-hardened prowess. Yet beneath the facade of a battle-scarred warrior lies a heart aflame with justice and vengeance. Guided by an unwavering moral compass, Durim is driven by a fervor to safeguard the innocent and enact retribution for the fallen. Behind his stern exterior lies a soul of loyalty and an unyielding commitment to those he respects. Durim Thunderbeard is a paragon of the dwarven spirit, a gunslinger whose legend has been shaped by personal tragedy and resolute determination. Amidst the bleak backdrop of despair, he appears as a beacon of hope and a symbol of defiance, ready to rain his thunderous wrath upon any who dare to disrupt Galarian's peace. Backstory: Durim Thunderbeard was a rare breed among his fellow dwarves of the Ironbeard clan. Born amidst the rugged majesty of the Five Kings Mountains, his heart danced to the beat of a different drum. While his kinsmen revered the traditional solid weight of axes and hammers, Durim harbored an unconventional obsession. His pulse beat in sync with a different rhythm, the volatile power and thunderous report of a blunderbuss. Every resonating boom a destructive symphony, every whiff of gunpowder a testament to his unusual passion. Driven by this burning curiosity, Durim ventured beyond the comfort and safety of his mountainous home, his journey taking him across Galarian's rugged frontiers. It was there, under the tutelage of elusive gunslingers and legendary sharpshooters, that he honed his craft, his shots growing sharper and louder with each passing season. His presence began to echo across the land, his name whispered with respect in the hushed tones of Galarian's shooting galleries. And then came the fateful confrontation that sealed his heroic stature. A massive wyvern, maddened with hunger and rage, descended upon the peaceful town of Brindleberry. As the panicked townsfolk ran for cover, Durim stood his ground, his eyes narrowing at the sight of the encroaching beast. With a practiced hand, he cocked his blunderbuss, its familiar weight grounding him amidst the chaos. As the wyvern swooped, he took aim, and with a thunderous boom that echoed across the town, fired a perfectly placed shot. The bullet whistled through the air, striking the wyvern square in the eye and sending it crashing to the ground. His heroic feat, that single moment of extraordinary bravery and precision, was spoken of for years afterward. Durim Thunderbeard, once a curious novice, had become a hero. His love for the blunderbuss, as fiery as the day he first held one, had not only carved his path but also saved countless lives. Just as he had mastered the volatile dance of gunpowder and lead, grim tidings reached him. An impending orc invasion threatened his homeland. Duty called him back to the mountains, to his clan, and Durim answered with resolve. He armed his kinfolk with firearms, teaching them the art he'd come to master, turning the clan into a formidable force prepared to meet the orcish threat head-on. When the onslaught of the horde descended upon the Ironbeard clan, it was a tempestuous maelstrom of unyielding brutality. Amidst the chaos, Durim stood as a beacon of defiance. His blunderbuss, an instrument of destruction, roared its lethal symphony. Each resounding boom echoed off the austere cliffs, the explosive projectiles shredding through armor, flesh, and bone. The battlefield turned into an ever-shifting panorama of fury, smoke, and blood. The dwarf warriors held their ground, braced against the tidal wave of savage brutality that threatened to drown them. Despite the firearms and Durim's relentless coaching, the Ironbeard clan was being gradually, inexorably overwhelmed. The horde ranks seemed to stretch on infinitely, their bloodlust unhindered by the fusillade of lead that met them. In the heart of the raging battle, Durim, standing firm, was a vision of dwarven defiance. Against the inexorable surge of the orc horde, he held his ground, his every movement a testament to his unwavering resolve. His firearm roared in his hands, each thunderous report a roar of resistance, a harmony of bravery played out in the language of gunpowder and lead. Amidst the frenzy of violence, Durim was an immovable rock against a tidal wave of aggression. His eyes, aflame with determination, darted from one enemy to the next, his quick reflexes and accurate shots serving as his voice in this clamorous war. But amidst the relentless tumult, even the most stalwart defenders can falter. A hulking orc chieftain, his warhammer swinging with a fury matched only by the wind in a storm, struck a heavy blow. Durim, caught in the arc of the vengeful swing, was sent reeling, his world a blur as he succumbed to the brutal impact. Yet, even as darkness swallowed his senses, the echoes of his blunderbuss shots continued to reverberate through the mountain passes, a lingering testament to his defiance and courage, a haunting symphony that would persist, even as Durim himself was swept away into the cold embrace of oblivion. The puppeteers of destiny hadn't tired of their macabre dance. The orcs, in their savage celebration of victory, dismissed Durim as another lifeless trophy, another testament to their might. Left behind, discarded amongst the casualties of war, he was forgotten, a presumed casualty in a sea of tragedy. When consciousness finally resurfaced, wrestling its way through the pain and disorientation, it was a rude awakening to a chilling nightmare. His surroundings were an open crypt, a macabre tableau of death and defeat. His kin, the faces he'd known since his youth, lay strewn around him, lifeless, their eyes vacant and unseeing. His clan, once proud and resilient, had been reduced to a grotesque still life of violence's aftermath. The air was thick with the metallic tang of spilled blood, mingling with the crushing stench of loss and despair. The landscape was hauntingly silent, the echoes of battle replaced with an eerie calm, save for the distant cawing of scavenger birds circling above. His heart hammered against his ribs, each beat a discordant drum echoing his solitary survival amid this grim spectacle. The magnitude of loss was overwhelming, the tangible evidence of his clan's annihilation too bitter to swallow. This was the sinister hand of fate, revealing its gruesome tableau with an indifferent nonchalance. It was a scene that would etch itself into Durim's mind, a constant reminder of the price of his survival. Embracing his new grim reality, Durim Thunderbeard now roams Golarion, a vengeful specter driven by the echoes of his lost kin. His blunderbuss roars with each trigger pull, a booming epitaph for his fallen clan. Each fiery discharge is a testament to his resolve, a symphony of retribution that reverberates across the landscape. Haunted by the weight of guilt and loss, Durim is tormented by his perceived failure to save his clan. He has embarked on a quest for redemption, fueled by a searing need for vengeance. As he travels the harsh and unforgiving lands, he vows to avenge his kin, his shots ringing out like thunder, resounding his pledge to never forget, never surrender, and never cease in his quest for justice. Stoic, unyielding, and brimming with grit, Durim Thunderbeard is a paragon of dwarven resilience. If you are drawn to a character whose courage and defiance echoes through every storm, then here's why he should be your chosen hero. Master of Firepower. As a gunslinger, Durim's proficiency in firearms sets him apart on the battlefield. He can rain down precise, devastating shots from a distance, transforming each skirmish into a display of his exceptional marksmanship. If you appreciate strategy and positioning, playing as Durim will be an engaging challenge. Bulwark against chaos. His staunch resolve mirrors the hardiness of the mountain. In the heat of battle, he stays an unyielding bulwark, defending his allies from harm. If you enjoy playing a character who can protect and endure, Durim is an ideal choice. Depth of character. His path is not merely a journey of battles won, but a narrative woven with loss, resilience, and an indomitable spirit. Choosing Durim lets you explore a character marked by profound depths of perseverance and strength. Rich lore. Durim's backstory is steeped in lore, presenting an engaging narrative for you to explore. As you unearth his past, your understanding of his motives and ambitions will deepen, enriching your overall role-playing experience. Choosing Durim Thunderbeard means embracing a tale of steadfast courage and unyielding resilience. It's an opportunity to hold your ground in the face of overwhelming odds, to bring the thunderous might of your firearm against the chaos that seeks to engulf your world. Take up your gun, steady your aim, and let your legend be forged in the furnace of adversity.